So I wanted to share about awakening your inner alchemist and some parallels that have been coming up for me between Buddhism and breathwork and alchemy. It's been about 22 years since I started practicing Buddhism, and I actually just recently picked up the first book that I ever started reading on Buddhism, called Awakening the Buddha Within by Lama Surya Das. And there's just in the title, right? There's this amazing concept, which is that you're already a Buddha. We're not practicing Buddhism to become a Buddha. We already are a Buddha. We're just not awake to that reality and that fact. And so all the things that you practice in Buddhism are helping to strip away those layers that are keeping you asleep or keeping you from realizing this essential truth, right? And there's this really profound beauty in that and in discovering that wisdom within yourself. So as I've started to read the book again and just reflect on some of the first pages, it struck me that the similarities between this and breathwork, right? That especially the breathwork that I practice, which is based on the work of Stan Grof, called holotropic breathwork or neurodynamic breathwork, which is also basically based on holotropic breathwork. The idea is that when we're in these expanded states of consciousness, we are connecting to an inner wisdom or an inner healer, right? An inner guide. And you might call that different things depending on your own beliefs or your own background. But whether you want to call it a connection to God or source or a higher self, the fact is that there's something there that we connect to, right? And I think that's one reason that psychedelics are so attractive to people, that so many people are drawn to them, is when we take psychedelics or plant medicine, we're having this direct experience with this inner Buddha or this inner self, right? And so, yeah, that journey of awakening the inner Buddha or awakening the inner healer is a journey of alchemy. Alchemy being transmuting one substance to another, right? So we're transmuting whatever pain or trauma or just the things within us that are keeping us from being connected to this truth. That's that journey of alchemy, right? And there's so many parallels to me and so powerful. Holotropic breathwork means moving towards wholeness in the same way that a plant moves towards sunlight, right? It's orienting towards wholeness. So the more that we're practicing, the more that we're having these experiences of meeting this inner healing intelligence, this inner wisdom through expanded states of consciousness, the easier it gets to connect to it, right? Hopefully, the more that our sort of unawake life and our awake life start to overlap and start to merge and integrate together. Similarly, when we are in these expanded states, we are revealing our own wisdom, connecting to our own inner guide. So all these experiences, to me, have a lot of overlap to them. And the common sort of thread is that we are having these direct experiences of the truth, that we're connecting to our own divine essence, right? And whether you want to call that, alchemy or evolution or just transformation, exploration of self. it's a beautiful journey. And there's so many different ways of connecting to that, I think is one of my most favorite things about it, right? It's kind of like a prism. So, there's this white light coming into one end of the prism, and then on the other end, there's this rainbow of different colors, right? So, out of the one comes these many different methods for connection. And I think the thing that I like about it, maybe the most, and what really attracted me to Buddhism all those years ago, one of the first things I read in this book was, don't believe anything that is in this book just because it's written here, or just because some guy called the Buddha said it, or really because anyone said it. Like, go have your own experience, go try it out for yourself. And that really got me, because that's not how I was raised. I was raised like, you have to believe it because God said so, God commanded it. And, your parents are commanding you to, obey and believe in God, right? There's no sovereignty there. But that's what attracted me to Buddhism in the first place, was this just, oh wait, I get to have my own experience. Amazing. Yeah, I want to do that. Right. And, one experience has led me to the next, and continued me down this path of exploration. And one thing that's helped me continue that is community. We heal in community, we connect in community. And so a couple of years ago, I made this conscious decision to really start focusing on cultivating a community of breathwork practitioners, of people that were interested in exploring and connecting to their inner intelligence, a community of alchemists. And so I want to invite you to the new school site that we just sort of relocated the community to. It's school.com/Blue Magic Alchemy. And I think you can put /about, although if you're not logged into school, it'll probably just take you there anyway. If you already have an account at school, you could search for Blue Magic Alchemy. It should come up, and it's a free community, but it's all practitioners that are doing this work, that are on their own, inner journey. And we all support each other. We practice breathwork together, and I'm planning on some meditation and some other things. There's already a free meditation practice that you can do there. So yeah, it's this journey of self-discovery and self-awakening. And that's the most powerful thing about it, is I'm not waiting around on somebody else. I'm not giving my power away to somebody else and their own humanness, I guess, is maybe a good way of saying it, right? Because, man, there's so many stories that you hear within, various psychedelic communities or various religious or spiritual organizations, about the failings of human beings, right? And the thing that I like about this work the most is that, like, I'm not relying on a guru. I'm connecting with my own inner guru through these practices. There's something that's really, really powerful about that. Even myself being, quote unquote, the leader, or the facilitator, like, I'm not here to heal you. I'm not doing the healing. I'm just holding space for your own healing journey, for your own inner alchemist to emerge, right? For your inner wisdom to do what it needs to do. So it's your own experience, it's your own journey. And to me, there's something that is super, super powerful in that. So I would love to have you as a part of the community. It's free. It's school.com/Blue Magic Alchemy. And yeah, come check it out. There's a community that's just budding there, right? The lotus blossom is just beginning to open up, and I can't wait to see where it goes. So reflect on that. Let me know what you think in the comments, and hope you have a great day.